Let's see if that voice is coming through. It looks like it. Good afternoon all, welcome to the stream. Peter has the answer there for us. We have no soil yet in creative mode. So we can build everything in the farm, but I don't think we can plant any crops. Let's change some things around here. First, we'll let the music finish off and we'll first put, get rid of the timer. What's the timer? There we go, how's that for a timeout? That's good. Put that thing on. And then we'll turn that one off. And then we've got one more thing to turn on. How's that? That actually changed. That went without an issue. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon. Is the camera in the way of everything? I don't think it is. Have a look. Hi Wicked. Hi Peter. Hello Illyrius. I don't know about your challenge yet. Tell me what your challenge is and I might agree. Hi Fluffy Hamster. Good afternoon everyone. So what are we doing? Well, we're going off into creative mode. So I put out a little video yesterday about the fact that haybots now have fall damage. Has everybody seen that? Do we want to see it? I'm going to go and see if it's still true. Because the update came, I put this video out yesterday afternoon and this new update showed up yesterday evening, 2 hours after I'd finished my video. And in it, I claim that haybots do have fall damage now. So I want to see if that was a fluke in just one of the test branches, or if that was actually still a thing. Go on, Illyrius. I'm up for most challenges. No promises I'll do it in this stream or if I'll do it at all, but you can always try me. No, it doesn't work like that. I have to agree to a challenge. That means I have to know what it is. So, what? May have cleared these guys out, I guess. Yeah, there's no one here. Where's my nearest next building? It's over there, okay. Sounds good, as in the sound is good. I would like if they added small chests and the survival bed into creative so we can do test builds. Yeah. Well, it's funny, isn't it? So, we're going to end up with this hybrid. I don't know if anybody knows, but is survival built on a different engine than creative is? Because we're going to have bits on both sides now. And so which game am I supposed to be playing? Ooh, come on. I want to test if you guys still do full damage today. The legs are still white. Come on, follow me, and I'm over, and you're going to go down. You just, I don't know, go and pick up some more. One, I want the rest as well. It's got the peaceful music going. I'll have to turn that off in a second. It's supposed to be exciting, this. Yeah, that's full damage. Okay, good. So that's still a thing. That means I don't have to retract my video. Come on, show the people how you fall to bits. Oh, we didn't break one yet. I dare you to sing the what? The USSR anthem. No, but I'm not singing. Pretty musical, but I don't sing. Come on. I expected a scrap mechanic challenge. I saw full damage, but still haven't seen one break up yet. Come on, you two. I didn't take damage there. I mean, I do take damage. Go on, jab me. See, I take damage. But I seem to be avoiding it a lot more than I used to. Oh, they didn't fall down there. So, the reason they fall down there Because they can't path to me when I'm on the other side of that piece here. They won't fall down now because they'll come back down the ramp because they can find me. Go away, go away. But what I've got to do, if I don't miss it, is jump over here and then they'll fall down. Ah, there we go. So one broke up. Dropped to say circuit board by the looks of it. Lars says, I would like if they added small chests and survival bedding to create regular test builds. Yes. Yeah, oh, and then I went off a tangent, didn't I? And I said, well, it looks like they're mixing both games up. So creative is going to become survival without the quest mode. But you're going to have both bits in both sides. And I was wondering if they were merging the engines or if there were two different game engines active. Actually, one for survival, one for creative, because things do seem to be different. Alright, okay, so that's still a thing. Good. What? Alright. Simply cannot be bothered. What I also want to go and have a look at, before we get into building a factory, is there's a POI on the other side of the field which has a bunch of topbot heads going off. Oh right, Lars. Yeah, I imagine that. It's funny. I've been playing the hardcore mod, which Mediocre Milton put out recently. You can't hear that. There's someone drilling something in the kitchen. Actually, drilling food. It's a food process. But the hardcore mod has the chests in it. Oh, well, there we go, Providence. It has these chests in it, but in that mod, you can hit E now, and you'll have an inventory of 10 slots. So I've been using those as a base for my vehicles in the hardcore mod. I don't know. If you repeat what you think you saw, I might be able to answer that question in your ears. Kind of building. That thing. This thing. Well, you might be lucky and we might be able to see it in action. So we've got a haybot here, and I've built oh, this doesn't work as it used to anymore. It's a frog. But I think something must have happened to the weight of the concrete, because it doesn't jump anymore very well. There you go, I was expecting to show that off. But it turns out, yeah, it also squashes haybots. Or it was a pogo stick first, and then it became a haybot squasher. So, anyway, we're not going to take that off to see the other building. We'll never get there before the end of the stream. No, it was like black and green. You mean the chemical plant? Up there. I'm not running back there. There's a chemical plant up there and it's got black and green on it. And that means there's a pond next to it with pink chemical. Well, as we're doing the tour anyway, there's the stairway to heaven after Larry's. And it connects all the way back to the farm over there. Oh, it's just resin. And then there's a cart which drives up here and goes up there, up off to Larry's, and it drops the crates. Yeah, exactly, Lars. Well, that's what I thought was fun with the hardcore mod, is where you don't get a chest bot until you've killed a whole bunch of haybots and got their heads. You need 10 heads, haybot heads, to get a craft bot. There's a lot more building raiding going on than having a car which is actually made out of storage. That's it. I had 8 of those on my vehicle, so I had 80 slots. This was fun. So, right, I bet you guys can hear this. I'm not going to set it up any louder, but I've got to turn the music off, because I can hear it on the background. Okay, so, are there any bots here? if you do this to bots, if you have tote bot heads going off like this, the bots will freeze. It's really annoying to come around here. But I think I've killed them all. I still want to know what the point is of having the tote bot heads in survival if you can't use them to do anything with. Yeah, some weird sound. Yeah, absolutely. Right, so that's it for now. That's the test branch in survival. And so far the only thing I've found different is that haybots have full damage. Exit. Right, now I want to go and have a look at what's in creative since yesterday. Probably. I can probably paint the haybot later now. We'll see in here. Alright. So what I want to do is I want to build a factory because we now have pumps in creative. And that's the only way I know to put a block into the world. I really don't want... Do I want terrain? Well, it'll look prettier. Alright, go on, we'll do that. Building a factory. I don't think haybot... Ooh, gosh, that's a really cool spots to start from. This is going to build a factory, and then I realised this is not really good terrain for it. I think flat down there. Okay, can't take full damage. I'm going to be really weird about this because I'm going to feel like I'm in survival all the time. The first thing I'm going to do is set things up properly. That goes there. You go there. Don't want that. Don't want that. Get really confusing creative because there's so much bits. I'm gonna have a go at it. Put my world tool there. Okay. I don't need any food this time. Let's find a flat piece. That looks flat. That's weird. I'm just not having full damage. So I guess whatever I build, and even if it is successful, I want to kind of upload it to the workshop. Maybe. So we'll put it on a piston. We'll put it on a pole. Now, I used a concept in the Infinite Farm where color sensors detect color sensors, and with that I'll go to first person. I want to make a factory like I have a car factory where something goes down the line. I wish we could drag huge amounts of this stuff, not just 250. Where is it? 16 blocks. So in a car factory, it starts off with that one station makes a base. The next station puts on the wheels. The next station puts in the engine. The next station after that, I don't know, puts the whole chassis back on top of it. And then the last station puts the license plate. Let's say, so there's like 5 spots along the assembly line. And one of the issues in scrap mechanics is that if you have a cart which goes along an assembly line, it doesn't know where it is in relationship to the outside because they cannot be connected unless you put everything in the piston. I'd like to make something where we can have, I can show off my colour sensors, detecting colour sensors, and use the pumps which we now have to put together an item. I don't know. Let's try and put together a table. It's a first thing. Mining rocks in creative is not similar to survival. Recoil is crazy when rocks break and can vehicles flying. Well, that's kind of almost a philosophical question, is what's the point of having resources in creative? Yeah, well, okay, Lars, so this is why I was asking, is there a different engine in it? Because there's differences in behavior in the environment between creative and survival, and I'm wondering, have they got two different versions going on where survival is actually the newer version and they're integrating that back into creative? Right, is that long enough? I guess for a start. I guess that's a factory floor to start with. So I'm freewheeling this. I don't know fully how this will end up. Now I need this. So I need a back wall which will have sensors and stuff in it to detect where the cart is as it goes along. And then each station will do a thing. So the question is, what am I trying to put together at the end? The only thing I have really are blocks to work with. So I can only make items which are made out of blocks. I can't. What you'd want is a pump which can act like a weld tool and could weld, I don't know, a towbot head onto the front of a car. We can't do that. Right, Lars, exactly. So I'm going to have to use the vacuum pumps to put something together. And then, we probably just cross-talked there, but all we've got to work with are the blocks. Because I can't put any of the other things into a chest and make them stick onto something we're moving along. So for now, we're going to make something out of blocks. And I guess we're going to start with just, as a proof of concept, make a table with 4 legs and a surface. So it's a bit of an interesting challenge for itself. That's 4 high, 1, 2, 3. That 5, that's 5. So inside this gutter we'll have a little trolley which drives along and can stop at the right stations. Yeah, I'd love to be able to put together a car, Lars. Funny thing is, I'm kind of hurrying along before it gets dark. It's not going to get dark, is it? It's going to be permanent light. I don't have to worry about this. Okay, so this is 12. I'm just going to stick with. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with this for now. Our factory will be made out of this. Alright, that's 16. Why is that 3? Why is it the first piece? 4 as well. There we go, that 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Goes up. Right, this is where it gets complicated, because I have to look for stuff in the. I want to switch my hotbars now. It won't let me when I've got my backpack open, which is odd. So I'm going to stick this in my second hotbar. So first I have to go out of this, then switch to the hotbar, then open the backpack again. And that doesn't seem like a very logical thing. Wheels. I want a controller, and this is beautiful because I can just grab a level 5 controller. I need a logic gate. I need sensors, color sensors. If I'm going to have a color sensor, that means I need a paint gun. Pop over there. Yeah, I was thinking, do I want to put an engine on it, but I don't. Do it with controllers. I don't know if I want a button yet. Guess the test thing I usually do. Then I'm going to switch the small one. Alright, so we're going to make a cart which will go backwards and forwards on the track. The first goal is just to be able to do it once. That would be a nice start. And then when it comes back, we can think about how we reset the whole system. One, two, three. I guess I should use. Yes, some. Not fully sure. I think that's it. So one of these bearings is going to drive the wheels forwards, the other one is going to be able to drive them backwards. So therefore the whole carrot can go backwards and forwards within the gutter. Yeah, do this. Oh, I'll have that back, please. Oh, that's because I'm in the wrong hotbar. My Steam tells me that's 2000, and most of that is in survival. And so when I came into survival, I saw the thing on the right hand side. I didn't know how to switch between it. But then I find it's one of those like, gosh, why guys? Why if I'm in the backpack I can now not? I can switch between it. Why can't I switch with? I couldn't switch between it before. Now I can. So when I select a thing, then okay, must have been me being a noob. Yeah, I haven't got a lot of hours in creative at all, and so I feel a bit clumsy in it really. How big is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. Good. Hotbar 2. I kind of want to have my smaller inventory back because I find the big inventory kind of intimidating with the all the parts in it, and I don't know what they're for. I have no function, so I get kind of lost with it. Okay. I think that's good. Can I even get back into my account? Right. Oh. It's odd in this game that I don't know. Do I have a fly command available? Creative. I don't think so. Hey, Pony. Hey. Where have you come from? He's been off being addicted to other games. Nice to see you in the stream, mate. Hi, Cashew. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Face review. I'm not sure. Weren't you privileged to that before? Let's see if it fits, because that would be a good one, wouldn't it? There we go. Oh, actually seems to too shy. I don't think I want to think about that yet. Or do I? Right, okay, so what we're going to do is take some. We'll go over here. We'll space the stations out for now. Or don't. There we go. And there's the car, and here will be our sensors. That's what I need on my other hotline. Not without Fant command. No, I know, Cashew. But I think I still have the flying. I still have the bubbles, don't I? Or does Fant command have a flying mode without the water bubbles? I'll tell you why I want it, because for recording that would be lovely. Be able to fly around the world, not with bubbles in the way. Okay. Yeah. I want to be able to jump higher. Right, there may be a lot of thinking in this episode. I've built this thing before. I don't always remember what I did before. And it feels a bit small somehow. Right, I don't want it moving around inside the trench, so we'll put this back on. Right, now it's the same width as the trench. Let's start putting in the controllers. One for forward motion, one for backward motion. Yeah, I'd like to get rid of the bubbles, because otherwise it always looks like an underwater scene. Right, these are for the inside bearings, this controller. And we'll have that, we'll call that forwards, all the outside bearings back. So backwards is on the right hand side, backwards, if this makes no sense. Let's get them set up properly. So you're going to go backwards, you are going backwards, you should be going forwards. Oh. Backwards, backwards and forwards. Right, then, most importantly, do we need a seat? Don't want a seat on this, really. Okay, don't want a seat on it, so what I'm going to make is I'm going to make a logic gate which will switch between the two modes, forwards and backwards. And not a logic gate, a memory bit. And we won't do those up here. Please don't ask me to explain what's going to happen next, because I know how to build it. This is what you call a design pattern. I know how to build it. I can't fully explain what's happening. Oh. And I don't have to, as long as I know how to build it. Use. Just make sure I know how to build it. That's my paint tool, wrong hotbar. Ooh. Wait, did I do something wrong? I must have done something wrong. I'm gonna have to have a look at Johnathan's video. Or just redo it. Or no. That one goes to that one, goes to that one. That one should go to that one. Well, that's intriguing. That is intriguing. I wonder, because I bet this will reset it. Yeah, there we go. Oh. I screwed up. Jump. How do I do this? That's correct. That isn't. Am I doing this back to front? What? I'm confused. Alright, I've built this like 100 times. That's an OR. That should be a NOR. That should be a NOR. And then just doing this would really give me a basic memory bit. Nope. Which it does. And this should be an AND gate, which it is, to prevent. Don't per se need it, but it makes the memory bit self-correcting when you've gone out of range and you come back, or when you're logging it, always go to the right state. Do I need that? Not per se. Right, okay. So we're still going to set these guys up. Let's see, 15, 15, 15 in a loop. These also 15, 15. So one set of these bearings goes forwards, the other goes backwards. And then the memory bit, switch between the two of them. Either that one or that one. Oh, there we go. Super slow. And we can kind of do something about that. It needs a bit more speed than that. But we'll first put it in the trench. So this is what I meant. This is what that extra gate's for there, but I'm not sure why it's not working. We'll just ignore it and reset it every time we get it off the lift. and we get it off the list. Right, where's it moving to? It's moving forwards at an incredibly slow rate. So the idea is that here, where are we? 4, where there's a hole coming up here in the side. So we're going to put a sensor in here which can prevent this stuff from running, so it will stop the cart. There'll be a sensor in the wall which knows that the cart is just pulled up, which detects the cart, and then does whatever it has to do, like pump a block onto the platform. And when it's finished with that action, it lets the cart know it can carry on again. Sounds complicated, but it kind of not is not. Just have to build it. So you get a sensor in here, pointing that way, and you are going to be a red sensor. So all right, you're blue, and when you detect something blue, you're going to stop the car. Which one? That one, the right one. Okay, so to do that, we need 2 more logic gates. One on this side of that. Can't see what you are. And one on that side. And we'll replace. Wrong hotbar again. We'll replace that thing. So these going directly into the controller with these 2. Okay, so it's, currently it's just passing on the signal, but when this one sees something blue, we want it to stop the cart. How far are we? Way over already. So we'll work on that thing for a bit. We're going to make something blue here which can retract, and because it can retract, the red sensor can stop sensing it and then do its thing again. I kind of feel like I shouldn't talk too much about this and just build it, and then you'll go, oh, is that what you mean? What should I do? Made a hole in there. So at this height, the sensor comes by. There's even one more up. What's up there? Now I need a piston in my second hub. This is, I don't need a level 5 piston, but we use it because I've got one. Alright, there we go. And then on top of this goes a colour sensor, or a sensor again. It's now going to try and detect the cart, which gets the colour blue. And it was bright blue. Right, okay. There's this, people like staring at the screen going, what the hell is he doing? Default position for this thing. No, wait, this goes on a controller as well. So we can slap down here. There we go. Now we have a piston which can be moved out of the way when whatever the station is doing is finished. And we have a red thing on there. So what we now want is that when the red thing comes by, sees the blue thing, that at least the cart stops. And then we'll get on to the next thing of doing something based on what the blue piston is here for. Well, you can come back here for now with your incredible slowness. Right, it's moving. Okay, so when this one sees something, we want this to stop working. So for that, I'm going to need another logic gate, which is connected to that straight up. No, it's not. I can never figure out where the top is. There we go. I think that's it. So when this one sees something, we want this one to say, no, you cannot drive anymore. Like currently it's this one, which is, this is the forward motion. You bot. Hi David. You bot. You bald. Hi David, good afternoon. Hope your Sunday's going well, mate. So that is not going to be an AND gate anymore, that's going to go to a NAND, which means that when this one sees something, this one's going to turn off. And it's going to tell this AND gate to stop the controller moving the cart forwards. Read. So we can kind of hurry this up by picking that one up a little bit more. Right, it's moving a bit faster now. So the idea is, this red one, when it senses that blue one, this will go off, that will go off, the controller will start moving the cart forward. Almost there. Oh, stop, stop, stop. What? Why didn't you stop? Not stopping it. I did something wrong. And that's my conclusion. What am I not doing right? Oh, that's not set to an AND gate anymore by default. Yeah, it is. Active if all of the ligatrinks are active. That's a NAND gate, so I should turn that one off. Let's try this again. Hi gaming, good afternoon. Welcome to the Sunday stream. I'm building a factory, I think, based off the concept of coloured sensors detecting colour sensors. So you can have a cart which stops when it sees a sensor, the sensor pulls away when it's finished doing its work, and it moves the cart onto the next station. And we're doing this in the test branch, then I'll have pumps available so I can create a table or something on whatever plateau goes on top of here. But for now I'm just trying to get the cart working. It's got the piston set up here, and I was just testing the cart stopping, so we'll see if it will do it now. Let's switch. So that's a NAND gate, so that should go off. That's an AND gate, which is going into the controller, isn't it? Yeah, it's the only thing going into the controller. And this one, which is positive, and that's an AND gate, which requires them both to be on. Unless Oh, well, we'll see what the lights do in a moment. Just be patient, John. That should go off. Ah, there we go. Stop the cart. Okay. I guess I need to stick it on the lift for a moment there. So now what happens is there's a station here with pumps or whatever, and it's going to do its work. And then when it's done its work, it uses this piston and it pulls away that thing, which we for now will give a little button to do this with. Oh, gaming. I'm not all that well in creative. I keep hitting the wrong button. So if I do that, the cart moves on again. And so the cool thing about this is you can now have two things which are not connected with each other through pistons or whatever, still interact with each other. So what I've got to do is duplicate that 2 or 3 times up there. But first we'll make a station and make it actually do something. But before we go any further, I'm going to have to... That's really annoying. People get really unhappy with that. Stop moving. Okay, that's a bit for my eyes. Because now there has to be a work table on top of this, which will probably shoot off a piece of cardboard first, the basis. Because we can detach cardboard with a spud gun later on at the end of the track. And then build make chocolates. Yes, Tim, that would be nice. Make chocolates. Well, okay. So here's the thing. What can I make? Because we're actually getting to the point where I can actually start making something. Oh, do you know what? The camera pointed really, really bad after I've sat down. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. Me falling away to the back. Yeah, the question is, what can you build? Because we've got pumps to build with. That's the only thing I know of which I can create something in the world around me from the automation. And so, alas, that means that for now, I can only use this stuff, blocks. So anything in blocks can be shot out of a pump. Make chocolates with a cook bus at the end. Yeah, I want a cook bus on a chest. That would have been the better update. So my idea is what I'm going to build is I'm going to make a table. This is a proof of concept because I can't think of anything else useful. What you want to have is a pump which will act as a weld tool. Oh God, he's back to his. Sorry, Tid. You'll have to post a link to it in the Discord. Love Lucy episodes. Are those still in black and white, or do they have colour already? Let's go and put a platform on it. I guess this. At the middle? Not really. I'll make a lid which I can lift up, which hides all this stuff. Because this should all be automated anyway. And that means it will sit nice and flush inside that thing. All purposely thought out, this. Do I need more pistons? I will need more pistons eventually, so I'll buy them 3 for more. Right. We'll put that one there, and then hygiene, we can actually remove that from part of it. Have you been, Tin? What have you been playing? You've been playing Witcher, haven't you? We've all been waiting for this update thing to come out. Why is it? Yep. Yeah. Yeah, after the stream. No, I'm not putting it on during the stream. I've already got a hard time pleasing my audience with all the logic I'm trying to put together. So I don't think Lucy would contribute amazingly to that. Yeah. All right. Think that's big enough? Oh, it's going to touch the wheels. Yeah. It's a piece of art, right? And we can probably flip it open with a control. X Rebirth, yeah. Tell me about that. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I've got myself into quite a Valheim addiction recently. I'm loving that game. Very grindy. That's a very good question. I think what you do is you got to limit it to 20 minutes. Almost everything on YouTube is 20 minutes is good. Because 3 hours, I don't watch 3 hours to be honest. I also don't publish stuff. I think it's too long. But make people happy on YouTube, give them relatively short stuff. Right, then I want you to go 90 degrees up one. Up you. Both. Oh, this isn't going to work well, is it? That is 1 over anyway. Alright, let's see if that opens up. I knew that was going to happen, didn't I? Well, a 3-hour stream is okay because as you ask me a question, I can answer you. So it's a different medium. I don't know if 3-hour stream is okay. I'm not sure I'd watch me for. I think the stream is just a different way of doing content. Not a YouTube video. You're driving. What is it doing? It's going backwards and forwards a little bit. Is it shocked right there? Well, it's not very elegant, but it works at least to get at the controls. I guess if I duck, I can. What's that? 15? And this one's at 15, but I'll speed you up. Oof. Did it stop? The thing is, it will also stop on the way back. I'm not going to worry about that yet until we have something at the end of the line. It'll just stop it. So really what I want to be testing for, oh, it didn't stop it because it's not linked into that. Oh, okay, so it's not an issue. Not an issue. As long as I can control, connect that sensor to the backward controller. And then the question is, I'm not going to worry about that question. First, we're going to make this thing go forwards. Now, do I want to make it auto reverse? Not yet. Can't worry about that. Okay, so we've got a cart which, as it passes this station, will stop, and then this blue sensor can actually sense the red one and do a thing. And I think what we're going to do for this is make a memory bit here as well to say, hey, I'm in the on state. Now I'm now going to go and do my thing. Hi, move your hinge in one block. No, Tim, that just sounds too... Yes, you're correct. It's going to annoy you if I don't do it, because I can live with it. And now. What is it? 10 to 3 early. Now we'll get back to the card later on. First I want to make a workstation here now. So, the simplest workstation we're going to have, the one which just poops out a cardboard block onto the platform and then lets the cart move on. That'll be the proof of concept for a station. Okay. Here. Oh. Welcome back, gaming. I think I said that, I'm not sure. Welcome back. I'm still looking around on my farm idea, factory idea. Right, now, new parts available in creative are majestic, impressive 30 slots, chest, and stick into my logic bar, made a timer, I bet. Yeah, okay, let's just make the first thing. There's a chest, I guess. And a pump on it, which will go way around. Switch it, oh, that way around. And then in U, I want cardboard. It should say, how much do you want in there? And I'll say, ooh. Well, apparently not. Okay. Is that too much? I don't know, that much. There you go. I want a chest full. Tin, do you know what? Look, I've put it on a poll. If this is actually a thing, I'll upload it to the work. You can paint it in any colour you like, especially zebra. Now, right, So system-wise, what's supposed to happen? This thing comes up. Cart stops because it sees the blue sensor, and the blue sensor does a thing because it sees the red sensor. What the blue sensor is going to do, it's going to say, I'm going to fire off one cardboard, and then I'm going to retract myself. And then when it retracts itself, the red card will say, hey, nothing blocking me anymore, and it'll move on to the next station, which will be more complicated. This is proof of concept, so we can get the station thing going. Yeah, if you give a pump one tick, it should only fire one thing. I wonder if it's that simple. Well, alright, so the simplest way to do this that I can come up with is just a series of timers which will go off in sequence. Kind of awkward, but we're going to do it from right to left. So when the sensor goes off from the right hotbar, I want it to fire that timer. And when this timer goes off, it should fire that one, and eventually it should fire the controller, which will retract the piston. I want you to act as a button, send one signal. Then you can be delayed for, oh, I don't know, do a second. You can see the whole thing actually. You get to fire off the block. Then I'll have another delay of a second. After that, the controller gets activated. And there's one thing, and that will pull down this thing. And that will set it to permanently down. Hi Jess, good afternoon, welcome to the stream, buddy. We're building a factory. There's some tempting egg. Got some bits in it I've used before, and the fact that we've got pumps means we can use blocks and shoot blocks out. So what we've got is a cart over here. We can actually test it. I'm getting too enthusiastic. Let's see if I can. You see a thing. You see a red thing? Yes, you do. Send a signal there. He waits for a second, then sends it there. Then it goes there. Then this one should retract the blue piston and forwards again. That's in his Right, let's go and see. Let's see if it works. Oh, doesn't want to open. Oh no. Okay, Tim. Okay, Tim, you're right. We're gonna have to change that a little bit. We have to make a better system than that. Which one was it? The one on the right, wasn't it? That. And it's back to front that way. Right, now it's moving forwards. Let's hope this fully works. First thing we've got to see actually is the pump presenting where. Yeah, there we go. Where it thinks it's going to pump something. What are you doing? Yeah, it's a very good question, Gabriel. Good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. We're making a factory. Like in the way a car assembly factory works. Right, so when it stops, it should wait a second and then it should pump out a block. Let's see if it does it. There we go. There's the first cardboard manufactured block. And the sled is actually already moving on. So now we can go and make a second station, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth, and a 100th. To manufacture whatever you want to build, at least out of blocks. Because of course for the next station, the blocks can be coming from the left to the right. And if you're going to be really sexy, the thing on the middle, you can make it rotate. I guess. So yeah, there we go. I'm done because now I have proof of concept of a factory. So that's a cardboard block. We're going to build a table. And the table is 4 legs and a slab of wood. And I'm trying to think what the most clever way is to do that. That's interesting. Why? We've got to have a look at this because this one's come up again. And oh, that's because that only gave off 1 pulse, and that triggered the controller to do his thing once. See what that looks like. Yeah, my lid is not very good, Gabriel. I might fix it. I might fix a little bit more on this cart actually as we're going at it. I really want to open the lid again. It's going to do it again. Right. So we're watching this, see what it does, because it should. So this is the mechanism for a station. Gabriel, the thing about this thing is that the cars and the track are not actually connected to each other. So there's no pistons. They're actually loose items, but they're still communicating with each other because the one colour sensor is sensing the other coloured sensor. The reason I haven't made a video out of that yet is because I can't imagine what the thumbnail title is. All right, here it comes. There's the red block. So the red block is actually a red colour sensor, and they're going to sense each other now and set the thing in motion. Go, tick, pumped. Ah, of course. And then it moves it on. Oh, that was perfect. That's so simple. Do the blocks build on top of each other as they drop? Just their duty. We should have 2 perfectly aligned cardboard blocks. So that works fine. Now, but it all has to be straight line. But a next station could actually pump arms onto them, and we could build a thing. And the reason I've done cardboard is then when you get to the end of it, you can have a gun on it, and the gun could pop it off, and you could move the item off. You'll have a manufacturing leg. You know what the worst thing is? Now I've done it, kind of like, all right, that's a thing. I don't have to do it anymore. Somebody else can finish it. This is the story of my life. Like, I've made up an idea. It's a great idea, right? Okay, thought it out. All right, give me the next problem to solve. We were going to make a table, wasn't I? So to make a table with 4 legs. So all right. So the first station could be 4 pumps. Ah, yeah. I thought I'd turn that on, gaming. So everybody can see I'm not actually a cartoon character that lives on a planet that I crashed on. Not really. Only when I'm scrambling. It's quite relaxing. They're very slowly moving away against the mountain. And so what I'd really like to see is that next to the pump, we'd have a tool which you could use as a weld pump. Because then you could weld, do the legs, then do a sideways pump that pumps the slab of wood, then put on side of legs higher by 1 block. Then you could build the frame. Do the legs, then do a sideways pump. Builds the slab. Yeah, right, so as I'm wondering what to do. The thing, see, on top of this thing, now it's just a simple slab. But you could have a rotating table here, or one which could flip in and out. You know, when Pixel put out his video about making a stairway to heaven kind of thing, he made a spiral stairway which went all the way up. Actually trying to build something in survival that would create, that would build its own stairway and then climb up it. As you notice, that's never become a video because I couldn't figure out how to do it. It's actually worth starting upside down, isn't it? And then building the legs up. I do that in 2 stations. So the first station makes the cardboard thing. The second station can pump a... Right, let's pretend I'm a pump. Let's pretend I'm a pump. Have some wood. We'll use the... Right, so first thing we do is we have one pump which pumps down and makes black up. Second one station puts down 1 block of wood. Third station does this. With 2 pumps. Right, okay. And then the next station can actually build, take its time and actually build that. Ooh, yeah. So I want to think about the logic. Yeah, exactly, Tin. And then at the end of the day, we shoot that thing off when it gets to this point. But even building a slab of wood's going to be an interesting challenge. Unless no, wrong, John. Okay, all right. Let's imagine it different. Let's say the first station. I can't switch from my hotbars again. I'm in the search. Yeah, because I'm in the search. Right, let's say the first station actually puts down this cardboard. Then the second station can actually build up a whole slab from the top down. Yeah. Row. And then the next station could put on 4 legs with 4 pumps. Maybe this is wiser. No, Gabrielle, I fully understand. I've started building this in the stream, and I've tried not to even explain it too much. It's just hard, especially when it comes to the color set, the color sensors detecting the color sensor. Okay. This is going to be tedious. I wonder how close that. Ah, that's full of cardboard. So the first thing I want is a strip of cardboard. I'm going to go from that metal block out. The best way to do that with one pump, have it come down, shoot its thing, and then come back up again, and then let the cart move on again. That's what. It's this row. I've got in my eyeball this. I don't have to. wonder if the weight problems are the same in survival. Creative. Right, and then all we need to do is put that on a repeater. Pump out, I don't know, 10 blocks. I don't know how big the table's going to be, but 10 blocks at the right height. I was like, how do I get rid of this? But we're in creative. I think I see what you're seeing. Thank you, Gabriel. I'm glad somebody has some insight into what I'm doing. Yeah, so as it comes here next, it should lower that as it's not. Ooh. And then I want it to fire off a sequence of stuff after each other. Now the easiest way to do that again, have a timer up. It's going to do with a series of timers. Just visualize the whole thing in timers. Before building a repeater. Three. Wrong hotbar. Right, let's just put a button on that to see how low that actually is. That seems a bit far. Right, that's 8, 12, 13, 14. 14. Yep, thanks, Gabriel. You know what? I'll turn that one off. Go and watch it from the out, see exactly where it comes out. I still have to get used to how this works in creative. Wait. Definitely still too far down. Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 13. This is right, 11. That looks kind of perfect. You know what, John? You know what you should have done, John? Ooh, can I make a hole in this or not? There we go. Oh, lay it there. It stops. Oh, it moves on. Why didn't it move on? Oh, because the freaking timer. Yeah, okay. Back. That way. I just want you to stop for a moment instead of moving. Alright. Okay, try that again. See where it's. Why didn't it stop? Oh, jeez, Joe. What? Right. Okay, I can live with this. I don't know what that was. Yeah, don't worry. You know what? I always make coffee and I always forget to drink it. Instead, you can spill it down your front shirt on the stream. Instead. Right. This could do with a bit more speed, really. Past it yet? Right, once more with feeling. Let's stop. It's way past it. There's choices to be made. Do you build a factory or do you play survival hardcore? Right, absolutely sure you passed it this time. Yes. Stop. Okay, good. Now the question was, if this comes down, where does it line? Oh, that's a good question. How far can one of these things shoot? You're not shooting anyway because you don't have any content. Oh, I guess you want numbers. Right, well that counts. Is that clear now? Yeah. Bit high. This one was at 11. Unbelievable, I actually jumped over it again. I put that slab there, so I'm gonna... Now, when we get things to pump out, it goes down to ice. Ooh, right height. Do the little white block right spot. Right, now please turn that into a switch. Which will eventually be a memory bit to remember that we're in the down. Oh, and I painted. Very good. Can't do that too fast. So that's 4 of them. Okay, so it needs to have a timing. Right, so sequence-wise, when we get to this thing, it stops the car. It has to bring down this piston. Then it has to go through a cycle of, oh, I don't know, putting out 10 blocks over time. And then it has to come back and bring the controller down to let the carriage carry on to the station. Factories were not built in one day. Get rid of all this. I'm going to put it back, but it's from my brains. I don't know where I am. I'm going to have to start with something which tells the piston to be down. Which is going to be another memory. So when this one gets a signal, that's very complicated really with the whole cart here. Let's just move the cart out of the way. I can't see what I'm doing. This guy gets a signal. Acting as a button, which means it's gonna trigger that one. Means this one's gonna go on. Trigger that controller. Now, without using the cart, we can access this. Yes. Because if I paint that red, it should activate this thing. There we go. Right now it's come down. Now while that's on, we want it to pump out. I don't know, start with 8. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signal, which will go to the pump. So pump, 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 pump. And then after the last signal, we want it to come back, pull down the controller, so move the arm up again. After that, we're going to just do a gate here, because we're not going to be able to pull the lines carry on. So, do that again. can reset the bit playing on. Right, I'll have another paint colour here as well. This one sees something red. It tells this one to switch its state. We'll bring down this thing. Then we want a bit of a delay before it starts doing any pumping at all. So not only is that thing going to trigger that bit, also going to trigger the first timer here. It's actually not going to do anything, then just wait until the arm is. We'll give that 4 seconds. Then it will tell this one to go off after 2 seconds. And that will be connected to the pump, which won't let me because there's a button. And it will fire that one with seconds. Oh, well, let me do that because I'm not allowed to put things into the same but I'm allowed to do this. It's another logic gate. Next. Right, let's try that again. You can go to that one. Fire off. Hey boss, hey K Gaming, sorry. Welcome aboard guys. I'm engrossed in doing some, what are we doing? It's a good question. We're making a factory. Which is using pumps to print an item. And we've already printed out a cardboard, so I was really proud of that. Okay, now that guy goes into the pump. Yay, very good. Right, when you're finished, you can go to there and you can turn off. You should be able to go to the controller. But you can't because you're. Get that in the way. I kind of feel like that's it, you know. Check out again. Alright, that's going to wait for 4 seconds. That's a bit long. Quite sure it doesn't take 4 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. That's just a logic gate, so we don't have that issue. Controller there. Let's get 0. Yes. Yes, we're in creative in the test mode even. Right, and then this one has to also turn this memory bit off again. Let's just see if this actually does what I expect it to do. If it sees a red block. See if this goes through all the timings, as I hope it. Well, it's going through the timings, but it's probably not pumping out anything. There we go, that went up, that released that. Then, are you going to come back up again? Please? And it came back up again. Oh. Oh, that's because there is a red block there. So let's set the colour of that. See if it does the same thing again. I was so proud. It's only taken an hour and a half to pump out 4 pieces of cardboard. Is that it? Guess so. Let's see if it works for real. Oh, yeah, creative hammer. I know, I can't do it. Alright. Anybody remember left forwards? Left nothing. Oh, left. Alright, we're moving forwards. Let's I'll be very curious to see if we get 4 blocks of cardboard there. Yesterday I made an antimatter car and I flew so hard I got stuck in a mountain. It's very good. Glitching your models together is a challenge. And then to get out I had to make another antimatter thruster abomination to fly out. Yes. I kind of stick to sensors, controllers. Oh. Hey. Is there a block in the way? Ah, yeah, there is. There's my little test stuff. What? What's it stuck on? Alright, this needs a closer examination of this. What's going on, guys? We just need a whack. There we go, needed a whack. No pumpy. Oh, pump. We had 1 pump out of that. Well, look, we got a cardboard block out of that. Alright, let's turn you back a bit. Go back again. Why did we only get 1 block out of that? That's set to 2 seconds. That should be more than enough time for the pump to restart. And oh, I know why. Because the logic gate up there is an AND gate. It wants all its inputs through. What it needs is for its be an OR gate, so any of its input can be. Therefore, we can have 4 different things firing it off. Right, let's send you round again. You're a false block. Take you off. Loop you around. Right, stand on the platform, don't fall off. It's funny, isn't it? It's like, why is it stuck? What did I do wrong? Am I not getting my logic gates right? Oh, alright. I'll try and stay in there. Active if any of the link. Could be an OR gate. Oh, we got 4 blocks out of it that time. You still don't know what this. We're trying to make an automated system to build a table. So it's just having a tabletop and legs on it out of blocks. So that's why this is like the first station, which will create the basis for cardboard, and then further stations will add more wood. And the reason we're doing this is because I'm trying to show off the coloured sensors detecting coloured colour sensors. Yeah, you're having dropped frames. Telling me we're okay at the moment. Check stream health. Yeah, it says it's excellent at this point. And the bit rate's up at 4,000. So I'm sorry about that if you got. But nobody else does. So we've got 4 out of it going forwards. Right, like a 3D printer on factory scale. And so for now, all we can do is put blocks on blocks. But I'd love to have a pump which would act as a weld tool. So you can also use your I-beams and whatever and actually start manufacturing stuff. So we only got one block out of that on the way in. Why is that? I don't fully understand that. It's 2 seconds too short for a pump act. I don't believe so. We'll try. See if it. Oh. 3 seconds. Right, so these are all off. That one goes off, that one goes off, that one goes off. That one doesn't go off, that's just a delayed thing to come down. Flip you around again and see what you do. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's go rid of these blocks. Yeah, because I don't want to use mods, because if I use a mod for this, then it can't be copied by anybody. But yeah, it would be interesting to maybe use it. See, the next thing is that you also want to be able to kind of automate putting logic together, so you can actually generate a car overnight. Let's see what the logic does on this side when it drives up. That should be it. Stops it. Oof. Right, first block. Yeah. Second block. Not firing them off anymore. There's only one thing I can think of is that I've not done this right. Activate only one of the link triggers at a time. I don't think that's it. No, don't shoot. That's interesting that's not actually connecting to that one. Oh, it is now. Oh. Maybe it's not coming down as perfect as I think. Put that round again. All right. Give this one more go over. Then I'm going to have a short break because it's 3:45. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go and do some Scrap Mechanic Survival Hardcore, I've decided. Because I'm actually having a lot of fun in that, and I'm on my way to get myself a craft block. Right. 1, Got the white block there. Oh, there we go. You need an XOR gate. And it's then 2 blocks. That's more than it did the first time round. But this is nice. It's good to see the that creative has now got the pump. That is such a nice item. That was game changing. Didn't work because you were in the way. Oh yeah, blame me. Blame me. Turn it around again then. See if that's true. Hypotheses need to be tested. I mean, I've also got to stop it from acting when it comes back. Now what? Go over here. Is it past it yet? Oh, well, now it has. Fires 1. Fires 2. Fires 3. Fires 4. See, that is actually doing exactly what it should do, but it's doing it on the way back instead of forwards. Then there's 2 on the way forwards. Interesting. But I was in the way. Right, so let's flip it round. Right, 4 blocks we want to see. We'll keep an eye on the logic here on the left. Right, stopped. 1. Number 2, please. Doesn't do that one. It does do number 3. And it doesn't do number 4. But it does do number 2 and 4 on the way back. Well, that's okay. Okay, that's kind of confusing. I don't know what that is. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go and take myself a 10-minute break. And then when we come back, we'll go and do some mechanic hardcore. I haven't done much since last week when I did that. But I've got a car together. I can actually drive around. And so I'd like to see if in the next hour we can get ourselves a craft pot together. That'll be good. Yeah. Alright, see you all in a few. We'll be having fun. Grab yourself a drink. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Thanks for warning me, guys. Sorry. At least it shows me that somebody's listening to me. That's a good thing, though. But thanks for warning me. So what I was saying is, we're into Scrap Mechanic Survival hardcore mod, being published by Mediocre Milton, and being worked on with. I'll do the words for you. Thanks, Peter. Mediocre Milton and some other guys have published this thing, but Milton put it out on his channel. He and other people. Go see his channel. Go see his channel for absolutely. And so what I was trying to say is, before I've had sound again, I'd like to get myself a craft bar. And I've got the scrap metal and I've got the component kits for it. I don't have these things, the Haybot CPU. Is there no sound? There should be sound again. Please, chat, confirm that you can hear me. I should have sound again. Nope. Good now. Thank you, Peter. Okay. I get so worried about that. Because you look at all your meets and everything. Yeah, it's all fine. And then people go, I can't hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, good. Okay. Well, we'll keep the mic open for now. So, Haybot CPU. So I have a couple of them. So since last week, all I've done is I've come back to the mechanic station and sorted some of my stuff. There's component kits. I've got 35 of those. I think here, there we go. I've got 8 of them. So I'd like to get 2 more. And last time we built this thing, this horrendous looking thing. So what I want to do is I want to make a new little controller based car. Because this is a controller based, I don't know, trike, I guess. I don't have any wheels. I think that was my issue. I don't have enough wheels. If I make a car, we'll go and get myself 2 more Haybot heads. And see if I can get a craft bar out of this for today. That would be good. And then it'll be dinner time, I guess. But the thought here is, again, I'm going to use these boxes as the basis for the car. But because they have slots in it in the hardcore mode. Oh, wrong way around. Now, one thing I've noticed on my drive back, which you can see by the front wheel of the trike, is the bots have been smashing stuff, and they actually smashed up a chest, and alas, I lost everything that was in it. I can't remember what was in it, but that wasn't cool. I wasn't too chuffed. So what I want to do... I got a lot of scrap metal. Do I want to use all that? Or do I want to look at, do I have anything else? Proper volume? Not really. Durability on scrap metal is 3. It's not very high. So I was looking for something to make the car less susceptible to the bots. They come chopping at it as I drive by. We'll do this. There's a big a horrible view. Oh, and what the little buggers did last time, they ate my seat. The only seat I can make it current requires me first to make this scrap wood. 50. I've only got 50 of that. How much do you need? Oh my god, 51. And that requires 100. I know, that requires logging. Right, we're going to have to go logging. We're going to have to go logging. Because to make this seat, I need the scrap seats as input. And another 100 scrap. Perfect. Right, fine. It's a survival game. We'll do it. $100 wood, guys. Out with it. So it takes forever to get your stuff together in this version. I don't have a resource collector. I don't have a refiner bar. I didn't get anything. You got to work for it. So to make things harder for myself, I've also decided this has to be no death. If I lose my if I get killed, I'll have to restart. And then survival, scrap mechanics survival becomes a real survival. Because it's probably one of the mildest ones out there. There's no need to die in scrap mechanics survival. If you just do your thing. Plant a few crops. Alright, 44. That should get us to 60. One tree. To 100. That's another 60 here. Oh. This one. 73. Hi gaming. I started up Scrap Mechanics Survival with the hardcore mod. It's getting the wood together to have a seat for the car. Right, that's enough wood for the car, but I'm quite sure I'll need more wood later on. What type of car remote making? Yeah. Well, actually, a raiding car, which is why I'm putting all the chests on it, and the little boxes. So I'll have 80 slots to go and raid stuff. Because I do like that about the hardcore, because it forces you to go out and get your stuff. Because if you open up the chests in the buildings, there's a lot more in there than you'd usually get. Oh, why don't I have any scrap left? We'll put it all away. So it's a lot more active version. Here we go. Can make a seat now. Looting mobile, exactly. I want to loot and see if I can get 2 more haybot heads. Get the craft bot sorted. That'd be a nice goal for today. And we're not only making a looting mobile, we're going to make a trike, because I don't have much option otherwise. How much durability does that wood have? 2, I guess. And that has 3. This doesn't really help much against the bots. There's anything with a higher durability in here yet. Can't tell, can I? It's odd it doesn't show the pop-up. Oh, that's 3 as well. Right. Have you? Right, let's see where the split up is. Yeah, so how wide is that? That might just actually fit. Let's do that. Oh, I can't do that because I don't have a weld tool. Also clumsy. I'm missing all this stuff. Right, we'll have to rebuild. It's okay, it'll be a better version. Don't mind. One front wheel or one rear wheel. Not a 3-wheeler. That's going to be, yeah, it's going to be 3-wheeler with 1 wheel at the front. And here's the basis for it. There's some chests and scrap metal. And then it's going to be controller driven. So as soon as we're on scrap metal, right, let's stick with okay, 1. That's just it's so ugly. Let's go inside because it's getting dark. So it's going to be a bearing controller driven car. Is it 5 bearings on each axle? That gets a quite nice speed. Oh, we did this last time, didn't we, Peter? You decided we should have the speed up on Polly. Wasn't the best out. Is that 5? 3, 4, 5. Very good. Do that on this side. But we'll make it. That's why I'm making it heavier this time, Peter, because the controllers are quite heavy. They're very unforgiving. They don't speed up slowly. Why does that not feel? Okay. I was being luxurious here. I was putting Panzer wheel on the back there. But alas, we can't have that. We're gonna have to have. Okay. Then we'll have some. Yep. Now, how did I do the trike earlier? Right. Can I make 2 of these? Yes, I can. Fine. Forgot about the steering seat I was making. Right. Okay. What we'll do is we'll have 4 scrappy wheels. Oh, okay, boss. Well, I'll build. I'll show you. It doesn't matter whether you're doing it with scrap metal or with the proper material. It's not that hard to make a bearing. The idea is that one bearing is spinning slowly, but it's driving another block which has another bearing on it, which is spinning at the same speed, but it doubles the speed. So the further you get out from the centre of the axis, it speeds up the last bearing. Okay, I've got 3 bearings, that's not enough. Honey, you want honey for a bearing? Oh, please. Chest. Okay, there. Chest is in the top. Sorry. Not looking right. Oh, honey. And I only need one. So we'll have proper steering with 4 wheels on the rubbishy wheels. So we can get a craft bar and make some proper. It cannot go there. I'm trying to align, and I'm looking at this wheel totally wonky. Yeah, let's try and align that with something straight. Why now? Okay. This does not win a beauty prize. But we will have a car. Oh, why am I... Oh, where's the wheel gone? I couldn't see the room she would. There we go. Well, that's a basis. But let's put the seat on it. The reason I ended up doing that is because I can't make a trike if the thing's the same width. Now, where's my prize? There. I got the controller from a box. I got the controller somewhere safe. From a golden chest up on the building. That's a false security, but okay. So, bearing-based car. You've got your bearings, you've got your blocks, and you've got a wheel on the end. We're going to connect them all to the controller. And they all have to be pointing forward. And these of course will end up pointing backwards. Flip, 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 flip. So when we say forwards in the seat, this controller is going to be activated and it is going to start doing to the bearings whatever we've told it to do. What we're going to tell it to do is to go full round on each bearing, and because they're all kind of piled up, each bearing is the 5th bearing is going to be going 5 times as fast as the first one. It's the idea behind the bearing controller, that you build up speed from the bearing. And not only that, we want them to be doing that continuously, not just once. And we're going to set it to loop, and we're going to set it to just about here for now, Peter. Then we also want to be able to steer the car, which means we should be able to hook that one up and that one. Alright, so some reason, these are always the wrong way around, aren't they? Yeah, I guess that's it. That's the whole car for now. Let's put it outside and take it for a Right, so that's terrible, but we can really up the speed now, I hope, because I've made it out of scrap metal. There we go. Well, that's not bad for a moving vehicle. Oh, and we can go backwards. That's actually not bad making out of scrap metal because of the weight. 1 and 2 bearings are not on 360. Well, it's wobbling around so much you don't actually notice if it's been even set up properly. Let's have a look. 1 and 2 aren't. Oh, you're correct. You're off by 15. Oh, stop correcting yourself. Very good. Right, let's empty out the muck I've got in my inventory. It seems to have a light on it. Do that, we'll take that. Component kits, do I have anything? No, but I do have blocks without ones. I guess. What's that? Beeswax. Why does beeswax go in there? That doesn't make sense. It should go in natural things. The wheel, well, the wheel can go with that. It has oil. So that's how you do it. Right, okay, that is sick. Yeah, so ever since when Survival came out, I was like, I'm not going to go diving. So I had a controller-based car with 2 sets of these axles, and it was really, really powerful. Like go vertically up a hill. I have to pick it up often. As opposed to opposed to gas-powered engines, the controller is either just go or not. It doesn't have any speed up to it. So you gotta keep that in mind while you're driving around with it. What have I got on me? Oh, there we go. These 2 things still go on the car. Right, that's... I'm not going to tell you what I've done unless you can see it. It's like, hey, that's symmetrical. It can't be. Because I put this leg on the wrong point. Doesn't really matter. Trying to help it by doing that. Yeah. Okay, so the mission for the next 30 minutes is I want 2 more of these haybot heads. And whatever else I can pick up. These wheels are so rich. The little POIs nearby. Maybe I should just go out into the field and get my controller around. So I'll swim over to that thing. It's not actually affecting it much, the fact that the front wheel is just slightly out to the left compared to the rest. You know what? What? This is a field. You know what fields are always full of. So let's go and see if I can get myself some hay bots. Because I need their heads. And then, oh, I can hear you. Come on. That's a bit of scrap metal. What ran off there? So if it's a head, it will have a little 1 on it. Quite easy to recognize. Apparently there's a 20% drop chance. So I have been told. People reading the documentation. One. You stop harassing the cows. Box. One over there. We're going to pick them up and then take them to the water. Oh, that's interesting. I thought there was another robot out there. Hey, you. There's one over there. This is why you don't run out of stamina. That's a rock. No, I think I just mainly need it for the craft bar. I'm going to say this is a... Oh, I seem to have picked up one extra anyway. I must say this is a good way to pass the time while I wait for something new to come out for scrap survival. It's just a bit more... It's the same game, but a bit more relaxed. Was that it? No more hay bots? Oh yeah, I mean, it's called survival, but it's relatively simple, even in this hard. But you don't want this game to be hard, because it's not for someone days to die around. Something relaxing to play as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, guys, there's a 10%. I don't want you yet. Go away. Drop anything? Okay. Right, who's first? 10% chance, guys. Don't chop like that. What? You want to go and fix that? Not really. Right, metal, no heads. Right. He dropped some glue. Alright, coming in the water because you can't move now. So if I just come just exactly right, with the not there. Okay. It's like, yeah, you're next, you're right. He knew it was his time. Scrap metal block. And yeah, that's it on us. I don't see anything that looks like a a number flashing down here with a head on it. Nope. Now the game does make milk cost 10 corn. You need 10 corn to get 1 milk. But still, it's the best way to get your fluids in the game. Because the moment you plant a tomato, you start getting raids. So I have spent a grind on just getting lots and lots of corn and building up a big stash of bottles of milk. And then I planted a few times of carrots. Picked up shack light. Oh, well, that's cute. Already got 20. I had a card, didn't I? Can you believe it? Oh, there it is. Well, we'll just carry on and see if we find a POI and get some more bots out. Come on. I'll dance with you. Look at me and my driving mode. And I had love for proper. That's my main motivation, to get the craft pot. Get some proper wheels. Oh, here's something. Not going to be amazing, but I do. Oh, no. Component kit. Yeah, that's absolutely boss. It's put some life into it. I mean, I'm looking forward to all the stuff that's been promised in the diff. Logs, new wheels, mines, new areas, new bots. That's going to be a field day when that happens. Plus component, and I did just appear. Circuit board, right? You know what I need? I need a death bag. Or something at least so I can find my car back. Hello. Guess I'm like driving around in a car made from your brethren. Yeah, I'm not all that interested. Especially not you chopping at my car. It's a bearing. I'll have to drink something. Yeah, the caves, boss. I think it'll work the same way the warehouses do, in that you literally go off to a different kind of map. That it'll work like levels. The way the warehouses do that, you can go down to the next shaft with an elevator. And there's little tape cutter bots. Seem interesting. Oh, here's something I have to show you. It's the smallest ember biome I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen like a single tree sticking out from a larger one. But yeah, that's really small. That's going to get dark, isn't it? So one thing we've got to do. There we go. That should help a bit. What we need most is for them to fix the bearings so things have a fixed connection and not slide all over when the movement or overload. Yeah, they have made I think they made their own engine, their own physics engine. It takes a lot of work to get those things sorted. That water, that's sticky wheels. Do you think we'll be able to drive up the... Sorry, rock. I'm going to say, if there's one of you, they're going to be one of you. Yeah, do you think the sticky wheels will let us drive up the side of their warehouses? Because here's the thing. At current, the lock on the top of the warehouse doesn't work. You can't get in. But if there's going to be a big garbage box up there, which is going to block your entrance, then going in through the top actually also becomes a viable option. Although going through the bottom should be the easier option, although it's the longer. Which then again means they're going to make the tape bots less hefty. That logic makes sense. Hi Steve. You know what, Steve? Welcome to the stream, and guess what? I have a toilet. I'm not putting it on the car because it'll get destroyed. But I have a toilet with me. How about that? I'm becoming a real scrap mechanic. Yeah, but it also depends on the weight that's hanging off it, Lars. I find if I use 4 pistons instead of 1 to do the same job, it is a lot more steady. So, and then of course you're getting into the issue of how much bearings and pistons and forth can you use. Oh, look at that. There's one here I've never been to, I guess. Have we been up this far yet? See if there's any boxes left. If there's any crates left, I haven't been here yet. No. Probably taken them all out. Yep. Don't need toilet paper yet. Oh, there's soil there. There's no storage boxes here. That means I've already been here. I've been out there. Oh, never leave home without a toilet. Did your mother not teach you? Maybe they made the normal wheel so low friction that the sticky wheel can have max friction. I don't know what the issue is with wheels. I mean, they're supposed to provide grip on the road, but instead they provide slip on the road so you can move around on it. I think. I don't want to go to a warehouse. Can't handle that. The amount of buildings is very low there. At least the ones near the road. Don't want to go off the road so there's water up here. I thought it ran off there. Yeah, I don't have any big... Oh, please. That was very close. That's a no, I didn't even hear him. I wonder, did I bring the wheel with me? Oh, I should have brought the wheel with me. I won't have a spare. Things go wrong. Did you destroy the car anyway? Oh, I'm lost already. Where's the water? Where did we come up? Big nice flat surface up here there. So we're looking for Haybots to kill Steve. Because I need their heads. Ooh, I hear one. And downward. Here's a leg. I forgot to shave that. Hi for Muriel. Welcome to the stream, sir. Or ma'am. I think you're a guy. We're doing some Scrap Mechanic Survival hardcode mod. We're all waiting for sticker wheels and updates. And this is filling my time at the moment. Don't go down there. Hey, do you know what? I think we're going down there. Luckily I'm in a seat, so it'll just happen. Yeah. Now that's what you get when you make your vehicle out of scrap metal. It'll just sink into its spot. Yeah. Oh, well, I found a POI, like a raid. Found a familiar here. Oh, I bet I know where I am. I'm behind Larry. If there's any bots. I need two more heads. I'll be able to get a craft bot and be allowed to go for doom. Where? That's toad bots. That's what we're looking for. Oh, here we go. It's hay bots. Guys, one at a time. I can't handle 3 at a time, and there's no water in the bag. So we'll do the other thing. Nobody fell off yet? Right. Aha! Too close. So, alright, so what the hardcore mod makes you do is you have to go out to these places because you need their heads. But the hay bots now only take 4 wax, toad bots take 2 wax, so it's a lot more doable. So you spend a lot more time out raiding than you would in the normal survival where you can hide away in your farm. I still don't think we got a head out of that yet. We'll carefully go back up the mountain. Hi Nat, what? Hey, Tiger! Daddy, is that you? Yes, Tiger boy. Have you cleaned your teeth yet this morning? Wait, actually, I don't know what time it is for you. Yeah, it's early morning, isn't it? There's another bone. We want heads, not bones. Trying to get a craft bot to get it to... Hey Tiger, I'm doing a hardcore scrap mechanics survival mod, and it's made it harder. And so what I've also done is I've decided to stick a permadeath connection to it, which, to be honest, is not that scrap mechanics. Unless you don't eat. Let's see, is there anyone following me? So I need 2 more heads before I can make the proper craft bot kind of workbench thing. Eat and drink. Right. Next candidate. I only want scrap bots that will detach with their heads. Anyone in here? I can hear him, can't see him. Alright, no one down here, we'll have to go up higher. I wonder if I can take one out without alerting the other one. Not seeing me though. I will take you out first. I'll try to. Oh dear, didn't expect you yet. Drop your heads, guys. I want your heads, not your limbs. Wrong body parts. You can't walk in through third person. Do you know what's happened? Because I was making videos kind of cinematic. I ended up playing in third person because it looks better on screen if you're looking on someone's back. You're actually seeing the character. And so I've kind of started learning to play this way instead. Mainly for the videos, but you get used to one style. Gosh, that's a lot of stuff. That'll do me. No heads yet. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of stick with the one thing you make yourself comfortable. Give me chest, new stuff. Chemicals. Oh, kind of disappointing. I gotta say, this in third person is kind of scary. Because it's easier to fall off if you're less focused on exactly the path in front of you. The golden chest there, which is nice. Nothing here. Now let's see if we get something sweet out of this. Oh, we've got a piston. Chemicals. And metal block 1. Haven't seen that yet. So the chests drop all kinds of stuff now, not just not just the standard goods which we're used to. No. No chest. No chest. I can still hear one. I wonder if we're going to find one on the stairs. We go down. Shouldn't be anything. It's funny how you know which ones will or won't have something. It's mostly because they've never ever had anything in those positions. Now I can still hear one somewhere. Oh, there it is. The Wondermobile. Looks like we're going down here. The car and the rock decided together. Don't know where I am now. I'm gonna find myself in Farmbot Canyon here, aren't I? Yep, there's Farmbots. Have you noticed? Oh, I noticed I've got a tow pot stuck between my wheels. Hang on. Have you noticed I can't drive? Can't drive and text at the same time. Kind of a bad idea. Why doesn't that kill him? Oh. Go on. Take the tree, John. Hang on, let me get into a safe spot and I can look at chat. Right, chat. For me, how to die is try and fight one headbutt in third party. Yeah, I do understand that, Pete. For building, I'll go to first person for the cinematic for liking. Have you noticed some of the large buildings in Halo have a secret floor you can access? Yes, I have, but I've never been in there. I know they have them. They have used a golden chest or two. Okay. Alright, well that sounds like a thing I've got to go and sort out. This isn't very wise what I've done, because I don't know where I am anymore. Isn't going to help, is it? Because I have no undo set waypoint. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. But you need to have a beacon for something like that. The other way to get haybots is to just start up a farm. Do it that way. We'll just go into this building. Find all your haybot friends. One, two, three. Alright guys, come for a swim. I know this is the coward's way of doing it, but then I don't have any need to die. Come see me. Alright. I'm watching the bits to see where they go, but that's not a... no heads there. You want to give me your head? Come on, come here. Well, I've got a bearing out of that one. I'm a scrap heap. But again, no Haybot heads. But we'll go in the building, see if there's... I don't know if there's anybody else in there anymore. That was 3 of them. Ah, I can see another candidate over by the building. Ah, it's like you're like, oh, it's not a head. It's a head. It's not a head. Well, I guess that's all the Haybots in the building. Can't hear anyone. You know what? If there's one thing that I want in an update, it's I want to take all button. I want to take all button. Tax block, please. Can we have one? Where's our amazing vehicle? On the other side of it. Anything in here? Nope. I've noticed one thing about my map which I don't like, and I guess it is this wall again. Yeah, alright, do that. Oh, not the most perfect steering, is it? But I must say it's the most scrappy car I've ever built, because it's made out of scrap metal with scrap wheels and a scrap seat. I hope we don't run into a farm about doing it. I'm always worried in the woods. Yeah, absolutely, Lars. Some more convenience in how we do things. I'm going to end up driving into that warehouse, aren't I? This rock wall just goes all the way. Oh, there's a road there. The road which goes to the warehouse. Not the road I want. But hey, we've got a controller-based vehicle. Not bad. Better than the trike I built. Ready. Yeah, let's see if I can... Really what I've got to do is build one of those crushing... metal block. No heads. Yeah. Well, and if we're on the subject of chests, I want to be able to hook my cookpot to a chest, giving it a cooking queue. Because why not? What's the point of having a bot that you have to put the stuff into it? I mean, then it's just a toaster. You got to put the food in and out every time. Yeah, it's just an oven. Now here's a test. Am I on my road back or not? There's chests here. Then yes, there are. So that's an issue. Kind of. That means I'm not on the right road. However, I did think for the next version of a car, when I don't want your fresh side. You want the service packs. Nope. Nope. Yeah. All right, got it. Well, it's the stuff that makes the game more complete if you have the inventory managed properly. Oh, that's surprising. Did it me or did the metal piping just appear as well? Right, is there anything here I actually want? Because I've got piles of seed and soil at them, and I don't really want to have a huge farm. You know what? While we're here, we'll have some more Ukraine. Oh, inventory full, but that doesn't matter. Our entire car is in here. I'm not going to source it. Not yet. And then when we get back to base, if we ever get back. So we've only got 10 slots, but that's okay because we got basically these chests. I do not want your fresh side. That for clean inventory. We'd like a logic gate that sends out a pulse. E settings would be pulse length and flash speed. Right, so you want a repeater logic gate. So actually you want to have the timer sequence, which is the timer plus 2 logic gates in one item. Well, what the? So don't we have a clock somewhere? Have a clock. Didn't they put in a clock, or is that still in the devlog and we haven't actually seen it yet? I'm going the wrong way. I shouldn't go off the road at night. I won't go off the road. We're driving away from the mechanics. That's not a good thing. Because we've got a clock coming which will send off pulse ticks. I just don't know how fast that's going to be. Yeah, the pipes also just disappeared. Well, that's weird. Pipes have a the pipes have a durability of 4. I shan't be able to smash those. Well, alright, that's just... So instead we'll just set the sign off first, then it's... No time for you. It isn't in the game yet, right? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was devlog or the test by now, but as soon as we're in survival, I couldn't check if it was in the test. Right. I want 2 more heads. Actually, 5 plus. We need to start thinking about a sad ending for the stream. The sad thing is we don't have 2 extra heads yet. The good thing is I have a scrap car. It's more scrappy than I could even come up with myself. Scrap wheel, scrap seat, scrap. It's even made from scrap for the chest. Let's see if we can score ahead here. Come on, you first before everybody starts pushing. There's a head, there's a head, there's a head. Are you going to drop a head as well? No, you dropped a component kit, which is nice. Yeah, me too, Peter. I've been wanting a clock like that. It's funny, one of my very, very, very first videos is a 24-hour clock. And it works, as long as you don't leave your farm. So the moment you go out of render distance, it's not working. Look, we're going to show off. A Haybot CPU. So that's 1 down, 1 to go. Alright, what we'll do is we'll do this one building. And then hopefully celebrate that we have a bunch more heads. Eat. And drink. Right. Here we go, first person. We do with the flashlight. I mean, if we're into requests for the game. Have a miner's headlight or something. Ooh, maybe we'll get that with mining. Right. I was going to say, somebody sounded triggered. Oh, it's 2 of them. What? Is that 1 or 2? That's 2. That's 3. Oh, please. No. Right, go on. Fall down the stairs, guys. Wonder if that's... Nope. Oh, no. No killing today. High intensity this. High intensity. Got a sluggish T button. See you later, Steve. Sorry if I didn't react. But, preoccupied. We've got picking up bearings there today. It's only vacuum pumps that don't work outside render distance. Watering still works from water tanks. Yeah, but logic gates don't. If you make a clock out of logic gates, they won't be ticking with timers. So I made a clock like that, which works like clockwork while you're just sitting on top of it. Little block. Have a head. It is a head, but it's not a permanent one, is it? Right. Right. One more head. Oh, that's right, man. Because you never know. I wouldn't mind finding a head in one of these chests. Take all. Oh. Got two more chests up here, I think. Blue. Here or not? Oh, that's nice. There's another headlight. That's what I mean. Is you don't spend your time crafting and grinding. You're out here raiding and getting your lights and your. Here's scrapness all over. I like a wild variety of blocks, and I got like 5 or 6 features. Last blocks, only kit. Can't hear any bots. I desperately want to hear more bots. Then I'll also have some more heads maybe. Oh. That would be good. Finding a craft biome with a golden chest. Right, ready? And got a suspension. Got one suspension. That's gonna do me a lot of good on my 4 scrap wheel. What is your honest thoughts on Valheim? Absolutely amazing game. Lacks maybe some replay value once you've done all the bosses and you're into killing bosses. But it's a really cool. I like the building system in it. So I can imagine me being very amused with it for a long time. Have you played it, Lars? Think of it? Actually, that's for the entire chat. Think of Valheim if you played it. Oh, that's not an exit, is it? Going around the. Well, on this high note, I think I'm going to have to say thank you very much to everybody for tuning in today. Because I've picked up one head. Taken an hour again. Yeah, it is very addictive. I fully agree, Lars. It's I currently I've made myself into the Copper Age, and I'm playing a hardcore version there. It's a permadeath doing with myself really, taking it really slow, making sure I don't take any damage, keeping food up. Very Hi Rebecca, stream's going wonderful, thank you. It's just I'm about to end it. Been going for 3 hours. Time for us to go and have some food. Just in the last hour of Scrap Mechanic Survival Hardcore mod. And I haven't got my stuff together, but I've got a wonderful looking scrap car. I'm really proud of this. This is like the first thing I ever built in Scrap Mechanics 5 or years ago, months ago, and I've kind of redone it again. But yeah, Lars, I think Valheim is an absolutely amazing game. And they say they've only got 50% of the content out there yet. So thanks, Peter. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I hope to see you all back maybe next week or not. You all have a very good Sunday afternoon. And I'll be off to go and having some roasted lamb I've been told. So that should be. Oh, hey, Miss Gray. Welcome to the stream. I don't know. I can't keep all these bolts sorted. Everyone's got these different names all over the place. I've always tried to be very consistent in being John, but I understand how you end up having hundreds of accounts and different services. Right, before I keep on waffling, you'll be good. And I'll catch you all next time. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks.